Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of quadrilaterals. This is standard 3.6b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 26 off the 2017 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, and then unpause it. We will look at our answers together. So quadrilaterals, let's look at that word right there. Quad means four. And our answer selections, F, G, H, and J, are just a whole bunch of four-sided shapes. And that's because rhombus, parallelogram, trapezoid, rectangle, and square, all five of those go into a larger category. So if I were to put all of these in one big category, I can write the word quadrilateral, and that would fit because all of those shapes that I just read are four-sided shapes. So everything we're dealing with today is a four-sided shape. The difference is that some of these four-sided shapes have specific things about them. So let's first talk about our trapezoid. So here's our trapezoid, and it's going to look, sometimes it's going to look like this. Sometimes you might have one perpendicular line like this. But either way, these two are going to be trapezoids, and they're trapezoids because they only have one set of parallel lines. And we actually have a symbol for parallel. It's two L's, kind of looks like that. One set of parallel lines. That means lines that never touch if they would extend forever. So for this trapezoid, it's this top one right here, and the bottom one are parallel, but the two sides are diagonal, they'll hit. And then for this other trapezoid, it's the top and the bottom as well. So let's see if we can, I'm going to take my trapezoids and I just want to shade them in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to eliminate any trapezoids from my answer selections. So this one over here on the end of F is not quite a trapezoid because none of the lines are parallel. But we do see a good trapezoid right here on G, the end of G, so we're going to go ahead and mark that one off. And we don't have a trapezoid on H, that third one. It's kind of like one, but it's not quite. So we're just going to use this one down at J. And next to it, this is kind of like that second trapezoid that I showed you, which is rotated. It's this line right here is parallel to the other line. It doesn't matter that one is, the bottom is straight and the top is crooked. Those are three trapezoids. So now let's look at our parallelogram. So if a trapezoid has one set of parallel lines, a parallelogram has two sets of parallel line. So two sets of parallel line. And most of you know a parallelogram is going to look like this. It's going to be slanted. The top and the bottom are parallel, and so are the two sides. And so F. So let's just put a big outline around that. So F. We've got one there. We've got one there. There are several other parallelograms that we haven't circled, but they all are special types of parallelograms. So underneath my parallelogram, let's look at a rhombus. So a rhombus is a special type of parallelogram. So it's a parallelogram that has four equal sides. And so a lot of times your parallelogram is going to kind of look similar. It might look like a diamond like this, but the sides are equal. So let's put some slanted lines on our rhombuses. We have one right here on G. So we've got a slanted line there. And we've got one right here on H. Now we also have a rectangle. So a rectangle is a special type of parallelogram that it has four right angles. So that's a little symbol right there for four right angles. We know what a rectangle looks like. So we'll put the other lines, the other diagonal lines like this. So it's also a parallelogram, but it's got four right angles. The thing is all four sides are not equal. We know what happens when you get four equal sides and four right angles. A rhombus and a rectangle together make a square. It's got both of these put together, so I'm just going to kind of put a little, that plus that equals a square. And let's just make sure that our square here has both types of lines right here. Notice that F has got a shape that's not circled, so does H, and so does J. So our answer is going to be G, because